The Stanley Cup playoffs from Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's Game 3 of the West Final, the Blues and the Sharks.
Over on the right for Pietrangelo. Poked away from him. Blake keeps it alive. Now Vlasic and Perron. Ryan O'Reilly on the puck, dropping it off for Blake. Blake has some room. He shoots. Save made by Jones.
And there's the first penalty kill and the response in game number 3.
Now Schwartz towards the net. Stick save by Jones. Teammates finally enter the zone off the bench. Now it is Kane. Blocked down by Binnington. Hurdle with an opportunity. Then Pavelski. Puck is loose. Pavelski has it. And that attempt is blocked. Pavelski with the puck once again. Out to the right side. Carlson back to Pavelski. Into the slot. Backhand shot by Kane. Deflects to the far corner. Blay is on it.
Here's Dillon off the draw. His shot is blocked in front of Binnington.
Done 29. Let's see the shot. Oh boy, right in the side of the jaw.
So the Blues medical staff tending to Vince Dunn. To the far side, Braun up the middle for Barclay Goodrow. Lifts it in to the left of Jordan Binnington. He directs traffic for Joel Edmondson. Kept in at the line by Erik Karlsson. His wrist shot, score! 1-0 San Jose.
Karlsson gets his first goal of the playoffs. He's going to shoot it through a maze of players. With Donskoy, I believe, Joe Creighton, the ultimate screen. 1-0 San Jose.
30 goals scored during the regular season. Meyer defended by Parayko. Around. Schwartz chipped it away from Burns. Shot by Couture. That's deflected wide by Meyer. Sends it down into the St. Louis zone. Melker Karlsson in behind Binnington's goal. Now Joe Thornton over to play it. Labanc directs it out. Shot by Vlasic. And then Thornton scores! Joe Thornton gives the Sharks a 2-0 lead.
The long shot will come through. Bortuzzo is there, gets a piece. And the perfect deflection to Joe Thornton on the other side. And he just uses the backhand to make it 2-0.
Here is Karlsson who opened the scoring. Puck deflects to the far side. Steen is on it for the Blues with Barbashev. Here's Barbashev. Karlsson able to get back. Barbashev for Steen. He scores!
How about the pass by Steen, though? It was a seeing-eye pass to Barbashev, who out-muscled Karlsson. Right there's the muscle play, and then Steen wastes no time. The left-hander on the right-hand side of the ice. One-timer, we're back in this game now.
Now Thornton with the puck for San Jose, out for Karlsson. Slides it across for Dillon. His shot is sticked aside by Binnington. Now Thornton scores his second of the game. 3-1 San Jose as the Sharks come right back.
There it is. He has to kick up, and now he doesn't get back in time to get in position. But Joe Thornton does. The retrieval from behind the net and the finish by Thornton.
Now Hurdle, first man in. Moves it back out to Burns at the right point. Burns with a shot. That was blocked. And then Binnington forced to make a save. Puck is loose. Now Tarasenko with speed and across the Sharks line. With a shot, score!
Tarasenko does what he does best, and that's use the speed and shoot the puck. All in one motion. Hard rising shot, and what a beauty it was.
Pavelski looking for the puck. Now Haley comes in. Hurdle as well, just off the bench. Here is Hurdle shooting and a save by Binnington. Sharks with a 3-2 lead. Here's Karlsson who opened the scoring. Picked off by Maroon. Down the left side. To the circle. A shot and a save by Martin Jones. Parayko around now for Sammy Blay. In behind the net. Comes out in front. And now Shed moves it back out.
Here's the patience. The little move. And then that quick shot. And for Martin Jones, he just barely gets a piece of it.
Perron back out to the point for Edmondson. And now Parayko for Perron. Waits, shoots, scores!
And again, keep an eye on the puck movement, finding the open man. And this time, Perron doesn't miss as he beats Jones on the short side to tie the game.
But they weren't yet playing it after Blues victories at the old St. Louis Arena. Now Pietrangelo in front of us. Big save by Jones on Bozak. They've also allowed 2 shorthanded goals during that period. Parayko back out for Maroon. First power play of the night for St. Louis. Here is Perron with a shot. Score!
Perron wants to pass. Doesn't see anything. Takes a shot. Braun, 61, was directly in his line. Does it hit him? Let's see. Yes. Hits his left leg and deflects in.
Now Burns with the puck. Taken away by Steen. And then regained by Melker. Karlsson finds Burns. And a save by Binnington. Looks to put a move on Dillon. Pass across, and then Tarasenko back out for Schwartz. Then Bouwmeester. Near side for Schwartz. A shot, and that's blocked aside by Jones. Play for Pietrangelo.
And now this line back together for San Jose that started the game.
Here's play to O'Reilly. Back out of the save on Perron, looking for his third.
Down low, Martin Jones pushing off from his left to his right. Shuts it down. Great read by O'Reilly.
Puck sent back in by Pietrangelo.
Here comes another one. Buckle up.
Maroon on Braun again. The crowd loves it. The St. Louis native, Pat Maroon, and now a shot by Thomas is gloved by Martin Jones. Here comes Kane with a shot. That misses the net. Pavelski over to play the puck. In deep for Kane. Kane across the crease. Puck is loose. Binnington looking for it. Play is blown dead.
4 power plays and nothing.
Here's tremendous. Here comes Couture. Trying to put a move on. Bouwmeester gets the shot away, and that's kicked out by Binnington. 3 Blues get back. Kane dropping it for Thornton. Thornton back out to the right point for Karlsson. His shot is knocked aside by Binnington. Schwartz in deep. Now Tarasenko. Schwartz out in front of him. Big save by Jones on Schenn. Here's Karlsson. Near side Burns. Back across to Karlsson. Now Burns tees one up. Down to a minute 10. Puck in the glove of Binnington.
Wow, how'd he see that?
Bozak pulls it back. Comes out to the point for Karlsson and then Burns. Now Thornton in front. Players racking at it. They score! Couture! With just under 1 minute remaining, we are tied at 4.
And isn't it appropriate that we go to overtime, especially when you consider some of the handiwork of Martin Jones to keep his team in it.
Sundqvist to the puck. Fourth line on the ice for St. Louis. Steen with a shot, just missed. Barbashev then had it roll off his stick. Pass up the middle. Gaudreau for Donskoy. Donskoy tried to put a move on Edmondson, and then an opportunity by Couture.
What a save.
Loose behind the net. Steen has it. Up the boards it comes to Sundqvist. And then across the board, Tuzo had the winner in game 2. Save made by Jones, and then he covers. And now the Blues back the other way, but Schwartz couldn't catch up to the puck. Nyquist with it. Sharks with numbers. Here comes Meyer down the right side. Timo Meyer with a shot. That did not make it through. Now Nyquist drops it off. Score! Erik Karlsson wins it for the Sharks. In overtime, they lead the series 2-1.
I think the Blues are arguing that this was a hand pass. It's close, and there's Meyer with his right hand. Puts it across.
Officials heading to their locker room. Erik Karlsson with the overtime winner, his second goal of the game. The fans are stunned. The Blues are stunned. Sharks win it 5-4 in overtime.